签证人太多了，排队要排1、2个小时，办那个许签。
您是来这边工作的？对。我看现在泰国免签的话，旅游就直接护照就可以了。
对，护照，
然后加那个网上的电子入境卡。
那个是网上填的，那个完全是填，也要买那个回程机票的，他要检查。
他检查你的来回机票，
对，还有你的酒店订单。
酒店订单，对，然后现金的现在没有现金，
现在是2万多。
其实现在你要来泰国旅游还挺好的，
很方便。现在双边泰国，现在泰国很多跑到中国旅游的，我认识好多泰国人跑到中国旅游，他们去了中国旅游，觉得中国物价比泰国便宜。在这边吃碗面，比如说兰州拉面啊，才这边多少钱？人民币100多，要不了，大概50几块。你们北京吃碗面多少钱？我是重庆的，我们那边吃碗面的话，人民币就10几20块钱。
小面嘛，
还有牛肉面也就20几块钱，这边的话牛肉面都是40几块钱，翻1倍。你们北京那边吃那个面？
北京也分地方吧，像它
就正常
的话，大概也就20、30。
那差不多。它这边就比这边中餐的话贵1倍。北京过来的话要飞6个小时吧？
五个多小时。
您是直飞吗？
直飞。
到了以后感觉
咱那边都是吃牛肉，
应该肯定是就1个多月，就加了很多，北京下雪的话加了30几。
对，北京，咱都是在北京吃面，家里都吃辽宁的面，对。
现
Welcome back to Bangkok as the action continues here at the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships. And next up we have the men's Division 1 pool stage game between Australia and Korea. Match officials for this encounter, your crew chief in the middle there, Veronica Restuccia from the United Arab Emirates, and she is assisted by Zaid Rahim Hussein and Xintao Wang from China. Welcoming all the viewers from around the world, especially those from Korea and obviously Australia, tuning in to see this encounter. Australia would go into this match as the favourites. Away we go here in Bangkok. And, Korea will pick up the first position at number 12, Yang Dong for the men in white. Yang Dong puts up the shot short, and Bill Latham will pick it up for the Rollers. Tom O'Neill Thorne gives it to Jalen Brown, should I say. O'Neill Thorne finds Bill Latham, back to O'Neill Thorne. He'll put up the three. Rebound will be picked up by Dong Yang, and away comes Yang with the ball. Kim Zhang-yul in possession now for the Koreans. Referee Veronica Restuccia indicating that the Korean player had gone out of the court illegally, and has duly indicated that warning to the Korean bench. The next one will be given as a technical foul. O'Neill Thorne plays it out to Philip Evans, and now O'Neill Thorne. And no points just yet after this first minute of the game, but Jalen Brown gets up a shot, and eventually Evans a little bit scrappy at the moment. O'Neill Thorne to Latham. Cleaning up though for the Rollers is Evans. Now Jalen Brown will set himself up. 2 seconds on the shot clock. In and out, and those will be the first 2 points of the game. The Rollers up by 2. Lee Yong-ju for Korea, looking for some space to open up in front of him. Shot clock at 3, puts up the shot. Rebound's going to come back to the Korean 99 there, Lee Yong-ju. Dong Yang in possession now for Korea. It opens up in front of Yang, and he plays it out to Lee Yong-ju, but Tom O'Neill Thorne now will bring it up for the Rollers. And Jalen Brown Brown looking for some space, puts up the shot. He will be fouled there by Dong Yang, and Jalen Brown will go to the line. Brown converts one of the two. Rebound picked up by Australia, and Australia will keep the possession thanks to the alternating possession arrow. And Yannick Blair will inbound for the Rollers. Finds O'Neill Thorne looking for Latham. Latham's shot, rebound collected by Brown, and now O'Neill Thorne. And rebound picked up by Korea. Lee Yongju in possession. Plays it out to Dong Yang. Dong Yang puts up the shot, and Korea grabbed their first point. 7 minutes to play here in this first period. And Neil Thorne looking for Jalen Brown. Brown puts up the shot. Dong Yang will pick up the rebound. Yeah, Brown got a piece of it, and away come the Koreans. Shot goes up from their number 25, Kim Min Seong. Foul is going to be called, and that will send Kim Min Seong to the line for two. Unable to add to the Korean score there is Kim Min Seong. Foul is called against Dong Yang. O'Neill Thorne. Something O'Neill Thorne looking for some space into the paint, finds Bill Latham. Latham back to O'Neill Thorne. Jalen Brown. 5 on the shot clock. O'Neill Thorne will set himself up for the three. Doesn't drop, picks up his own rebound, gives it to Latham. Latham back to O'Neill Thorne. Jalen Brown back to O'Neill Thorne. Now Latham, he'll put up the shot just in time, doesn't drop. And Lee Yongju in possession now for Korea. Launches the ball towards the big man Dong Yang, but a little bit too high for Yang on that occasion. Thorne in possession for the Rollers. Latham, quick pass towards Yannick Blair, and first hand from a Korean, and just clipped one of the Australian hands, so 3 to Australia, 2 to Korea. Timeout called by Brad Ness, and Dong Yang closely watched there by Jalen Brown. Long pass towards Lee Yongzhu, and Jalen Brown will pick up the loose ball for the Rollers, and Tom and Neil Thorne will convert for Australia. It takes them up to 5:19 to play in this first period. Lee Yongzhu, Dong Yang, shot clock running down. Kim Zhang-yul puts up the shot. Rebound's going to be grabbed by the Koreans, but Kim Yongzhu unable to finish off that loose ball, and Lee Yongzhu tidies up for Korea. So Korea 4, Australia 5, 4:39 to play in the first period. Jalen Brown into the paint, puts up the shot. He'll draw the foul, and that foul's going to go against the number 35, Kim Zhang-yul. Brown takes that Australian lead up to 2 points, and make that 3. So Australia 7, Korea 4. So after being warned about player leaving the court illegally, the number 55, Kim Wook-yong, the Korean player, has been blown for a technical foul. And Jalen Brown gladly accepts the opportunity to extend Australia's lead. Yang Dong-gil in possession for Korea. Phil Latham in possession for the Rollers. Finds Jalen Brown, and Brown adds to his points. Dong-gil to Kim Zhang-yul, and now Jalen Brown will play it to Bill Latham, and Latham takes the Rollers up to 12, and that will force coach Cho Dong-ki to call for the timeout for the Koreans. Cho Seong in possession for Korea now. Plays the loop pass up to Kim Min Seong, and Min Seong adds to Korea's points. Jalen Brown into Tom O'Neill Thorne, and rollers up to 14. Already starting to look quite comfortable here for the rollers, so Korea now will need to start converting whatever opportunities they get, and not on that occasion there by Yang Dong-gil. Jalen Brown. Foul is going to be blown against Lee Yong-ju, the number 99. And the Koreans already in collective foul trouble, so Jalen Brown, opportunity to add to his points tally for the game so far. And one of the, I think it was Latham on that occasion, broke the line too soon, so a little lapse in concentration there by the big Australian number 5. And Korea will try and bring the ball up now. Number 23 is Cho Seung-hun. And Frank Pinder goes crashing to the ground. And he's the one guilty of the foul, so Pinder picks up his first foul. Number 25, Kim Min Seong does well there to get Korea up to 8. Just under 2.5 left here in this first period. Jalen Brown drifting into the paint, puts up the shot, easy as you like, draws the foul. Foul signal there is on number 23, Cho Seung-hun. Jalen Brown to the line for 1. Cho Seung got away with that ricochet, picks up the ball once again, plays it out to Lee Yong-ju, and that foul is going to be called on Australian number 13 there, Luke Popel. That'll take Lee Yong-ju to the line. Referees just deciding that that wasn't a trip to the line for the Koreans, but they'll have the inbound from the baseline. 1:58 left here in this first period. 10-point advantage for the Aussie Rollers. And good hands there from Jalen Brown, but Korea will pick up the possession. Shot goes up under pressure by Korea, but on the other end of the court, the danger man, Jalen Brown, will add to his points tally. dominating the scoring as the Australian number 3 at the moment. Surely a contender for the most valuable player of the tournament. And good work there from Chaeng. Popel with lots of time. Plays it back to Latham. Latham to Brown. Shot clock running down. Brown looking for options. Plays it back to Popel. He puts up the 3. Rebound's going to fall in favour of the Rollers, and that man Jalen Brown with another opportunity. Just wasn't quite in control of his chair, and Korea pick up the loose ball, and they go down the other end. Latham will be blown for that foul as his wheel clips the chair of Cho Zeung-hun, and Zeung-hun to the line. Latham will be withdrawn for a while, and Jonty Brown will check into the game, the Australian number 8. Jonty Brown picks up the rebound. Final 30 seconds of this first period. 9-point advantage for the Rollers. Philip Evans will find Jalen Brown. Brown to Brown. And Jalen Brown. Quick pass in, good vision there. Plays Luke Popel in, and Popel takes the Rollers up to 22. And that will be the final score of this period. 11-point advantage for Australia. 22 to Australia, 11 to Korea. We'll be back shortly for the second period. Kim Zhang-yul will get us underway here in the second period. Referee Veronica Rustica hands the ball to Kim Zhang-yul. And now Yang Dong-gil. Long pass out to their number 23, Cho Seong-hun, and he gets the first points of this second period. offensive foul is going to be blown against Jonty Brown off camera there, and Korea will pick up the possession just inside the Australian half, or should I say midway inside the Australian half. And Yang Dong-gil plays it out to Kim Jung-hun, but Jalen Brown, space opens up in front of him. He turns away and gives it to O'Neill Thorne. Jalen Brown, shot clock at 3. Brown will need to make something happen here. Gives it to O'Neill Thorne, gets the shot up just in time, and fights to pick up the loose ball and promptly demolishes the scorer's table. You might need a minute or two just to repair the damage there. It's worthy of punishment in the fines meeting later, no doubt. Yang Dong-gil for Korea now. Cho Seung-hun and Kim Wook-young unable to convert, but Yang Dong-gil does tidy up for Korea. So just chipping their way back into the game are the Koreans, and foul is going to be blown against the Korean. I think it was the looked like number 77 there, Dae Yong Kong. Brown, O'Neill Thorne, Jalen Brown, O'Neill Thorne, 5 on the shot clock, finds Frank Pinder, and Frank Pinder converts for the Rollers. Jalen Brown making it difficult there for Cho Seung-hun, and manages to force that turnover, and Jalen Brown should add to the Rollers tally, and he does so. Yang Dong-gil now for Korea. And 3-point converted there by Cho Seung-hun, so Korea just keeping themselves within striking distance of the Rollers. 26 plays, 18. Jonty Brown to O'Neill Thorne, puts up the 3. It doesn't land on that occasion for the Australian number 11. In the meantime, away comes Cho Seung-hun. Frank Pinder will pick up his second foul. And, Korean coach Cho Dong-ki calls for the timeout. So Australia 26, Korea 18. Tom O'Neill Thorne showing good anticipation there, picks up the loose pass from Korea, and Rollers up to a 10-point lead now. 7 minutes left of this first half. And good work there from Yang Dong-gil. He takes Korea up to 20. O'Neill Thorne now for the Rollers. Tristan Knowles. Knowles back to Jalen Brown, puts up the three, bounces off the back of the rim, and the rebounds grabbed there by Yang Dong-gil, and now he gets the return pass from Kim Zhang-yul. Zhang-yul finds himself in position to put up the shot, picks up his rebound, gives it to Yang Dong-gil, but good work there from Tom O'Neill Thorne and Tristan Knowles. Rebound collected there by Jeremy Tyndall, and away comes O'Neill Thorne once again for the Rollers. Tristan Knowles sets himself up for the three, just a bit short, and loose ball brought away by Kim Zhang-yul. Cho Seung-hun, good work by Jalen Brown, slapping the ball away from the grasp of Kim Zhang-yul. Jalen Brown showing too much of it there to Kim Zhang-yul, who slaps it away, but Australia win it back. Jeremy Tyndall given the opportunity to regain his position. Jalen Brown for the Rollers. Moving towards the final 5 minutes of this first half. Knowles looking for Brown. Brown closely watched there by the number 39, Kim Zhang-yul, but Zhang-yul unable to prevent Jalen Brown from adding to the Rollers' points. And on the other side, Zhang-yul unable to pick up the loose ball. Rollers with the possession once again. Jalen Brown finding some space into the key, just off balance there, hoping for the foul. Nothing was called though, and away comes Yang Dong-gil, closely watched there by O'Neill Thorne. Lee Yong-ju, and Lee Yong-ju will lob it across to Kim Zhang-yul, and Zhang-yul narrows the Rollers lead down to 8, but it's opened up nicely for Jalen Brown, and Brown will restore the 10-point lead. 4 minutes to play here in this first half. Yang Dongil finds Lee Yongzhu. His shot is short. Jalen Brown picks up the ball just inside the Korean half. Goes to Philip Evans. Evans unable to extend the Rollers lead. Yang Dongil, foul's going to go against the Rollers. Called against Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown withdrawn by Brad Ness, and onto the court comes Bill Latham once again. Yang Dongil looking to play in the number 25, Kim Min Seong, and he draws the foul. Kim Min Seong takes Korea up to 23. And, 2 from 2 from the line on that visit by Kim Min Seong. Final 3 minutes of the first half. 8-point lead for the Rollers, and Bill Latham should restore the 10-point lead. He does so. Plays it out to Yang Dongil, and Latham will pick up the rebound. And Tom O'Neill Thorne. Justin Knowles. And Knowles will play it across to Tom O'Neill Thorne. Foul was long before that shot went up, so side ball possession for the Rollers, to be inbounded from the baseline by Philip Evans there. Evans finds Tristan Knowles, his shot short, and away come the Koreans. Lee Yongzhu. Looking to put up the shot as the 24-second shot clock was running down there. Rebound picked up by the Rollers, and In the meantime, they draw the foul out of the Koreans, which is going to be their fourth. Off goes Yang Dong-gil, and replacing him comes Cho Seung-hun. Drives down the left-hand side of the court, gets a shot up. That will count. And number 55, Kim Wook-young, called for the foul. Point lead now for the Rollers as they look to shut out this half. Final minute about to get underway here in this first half. Kim Zhang-yul. Foul's going to go against Yannick Rea, the number 10 for Australia. Clear foul there by Yannick Rea. I'm not quite sure what the discussion's about. Australian coach Brad Ness not happy about something, but after discussion between referee Veronica Rustica and the commissioner, play will now resume. Final minute of this first half. Three-point attempt goes up for Cho Seung-hun, and on the other side of the court, Tristan Knowles will have as much time as he likes to take Australia up to 39. Clock winding down now in this first half. Rips the ball away there from the number 39 Kim Zhang-yul. However, he is blown for the foul. Emil Thorne to Tristan Knowles. Final stages of this first half, and the 3-point falls there for Tom and Neil Thorne. So the Rollers now 42, Korea 27 at halftime here in Bangkok, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes for that second half. Second half action about to get underway here in Bangkok. The 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships. Pool A matchup between Australia and Korea. The Australian Rollers lead 42-27 going into the second half. They will have the first possession of the second half. And referee Veronica Rusticia will get us underway. Jalen Brown playing it towards Latham. And Latham back to Jalen Brown. Brown looking for pass in to Yannick Blair. Ball knocked out of bounds there by the Korean number 12, Yang Dong-gil. Neil Thorne puts up the three. Doesn't drop for the Rollers, and he is blown for a soft foul there. Wry smile from Tom and Neil Thorne. Yang Dong-gil. Jalen Brown will pick up that attempt there from Kim Zhang-yul, and Jalen Brown finds Bill Latham. Latham will bank it in off the backboard, and Australia up to 44. Kim Zhang-yul finds Yang Dong-gil, and Dong-gil will put up a long three, but Jalen Brown got a piece of that. And it should be a Korean ball, yeah. Lee Yong-ju lobs the ball out to Kim Zhang-yul, but the 24-second violation goes against the Koreans. Neil Thorne. Latham and unable to add to the Rollers tally. Kim Zhang-yul getting his himself back up. Lee Yong-ju. Yang Dong-gil, and Korea get themselves up to 29. Jalen Brown. Closely watched there by two Korean players, but Jalen Brown still finds his way into the zone, gets it up, and Australia 46, Korea 29. point there by Kim Zeng-yul. Takes the Koreans over the 30-point mark now. Tom O'Neill Thorne to Philip Evans, across to Jalen Brown, and Brown glides and twists his way into the Korean key, gets a shot up, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brown's attempt on that occasion short. Tom O'Neill Thorne to Jalen Brown. Brown under pressure there from 2 Korean defenders, and number 39 there, Kim Zeng-yul, knocks the ball out of bounds. Australia making a couple of substitutions. Onto the court comes Lachlan Dalton, as well as Frank Pinder and Luke Popel. Latham adds to his 6 points of the game. Jalen Brown leading the scoring in this game with 23 points already, and next closest player is Tom O'Neill Thorne with 12. Pinder putting Yoon Suk-hun under pressure. Referees, of course, allowing Popel the opportunity to regain his position. Cho Seung-hun, Lee Yo-ju, and he hits the 3. So Korea edge their way up to the 34-point mark. Popel's pass towards Jalen Brown didn't quite find the Australian number 3s. And Yoon Suk-hun for Korea showed too much of that to young Lachlan Dalton, and Dalton unable to convert. Bill Latham tidying up though. So the roll is up to 49. Having a look at the game leader so far, Jalen Brown with 23 points in the game already. He's picked up 8 rebounds, so 2 more and he'll be on a double-double, and 5 assists for Jalen Brown and 1 block. So Jalen Brown leading all the game stats at the moment. Top point scorer for the Koreans is Cho Seung-hun. He has 8, along with Kim Min-seong also on 8. Lee Yongju for Korea. Paul Latham putting Lee Jonyu under big pressure there, but Korea managing to hold on to the possession. Shot clock winding down, so shot needs to go up there by Kim Sang-yul. Foul will be blown against Lee Yongju. Actually by Kim Sang-yul, the number 39. Lachlan Dalton will inbound it to Luke Popel. Popel will look to Dalton. Dalton across to Popel. And Popel's three-point attempt doesn't drop, and away comes Lee Yongju. Kim Woo-kyung loses the possession for Korea. Dalton inbounds it to Popel, just under 5 to play here in the third. Dalton puts up another three. Jalen Brown almost picked up the rebound, but Lee Yongju does so for the Koreans, and away comes Lee Yongju. Finds Cho Jeong-hun. And Jeong-hun into Lee Yongju, and Yongju takes Korea up to the 36-point mark. Luke Popel, space opening up for him, and he's knocked by the number 21 there, Yoon Suk-hun. Popel not adding to Farola's points there on that occasion. Jalen Brown trying to win the ball back for the Rollers, and Korea will convert there as Kim Wook-young Jalen Brown. Popel back to Brown. Brown asks Popel to put up the three as the shot clock winds down. Rebound's going to be picked up by Korea. Lee Yongju plays it up to Cho Seong-hun. Seong-hun in possession for Korea. Closely watched by Frank Pinder now. Finds a way past Jalen Brown. Brown rips it away from the Korea number 23, and Lee Yongju will be lucky not to get away. Will be lucky to get away with that not being called an unsportsmanlike foul. Let's see what the referee decides. And gives Lee Yongju the benefit of the doubt. Will take Jalen Brown to the line, looking to add to his 23 points in this game already. Brown not finding the target on both of those attempts. And looking for a way past Lee Yong-ju, and he gets past him. The shot goes up, and Lee Yong-ju will bring it away for Korea. Brown unable to convert that attempt. And a 3-point effort will go up by Cho Seung-hun. He is fouled, so he'll go to the line. That'll be for 3. Lee adding 1 point out of those 3, and Jalen Brown will break down the left-hand side of the court, gets the shot up, and that foul will go against Kong Dae-young. Rollers were hoping for that call to be unsportsmanlike, but having the benefit of the action replay, the referee's making the right decision. Brown will not convert, and Bull Latham will have a chance to go to the line, as he is fouled there by Yoon Suk Hyun. Rollers up to 52. And, 1 from 2 by Latham on that occasion. Rebounds collected there by Cho Seung-hun. And Philip Evans picks up another foul there. Cho Seung-hun, shot clock at 6. He'll put up the 3, doesn't land, and Korea will pick up the rebound. And the big man number 20. And Lachlan Dalton will go down the other side of the court and take the Rollers up to 54. 1:42 left here in this third. Korea just holding on to the Australian coattails at the moment. Still plenty of time for the Koreans to get something out of this game, but they'll have to be clinical from here on in. Rollers defense solid, not allowing Korea any pathway into the zone, so Lee Yongju resorting to long-range attempts, and Jaylen Brown picks up his 10th rebound of the game, so double-double for Jaylen Brown in this game. Cho Seung-hun plays it out to Yoon Seok-hun, and Latham will bring it up now for the Rollers. Gives it to Jaylen Brown. Brown looking for some space. It opens up nicely for Jaylen Brown, and he takes his points tally up to 25, and Australia 56. Final 30 seconds of this third period. Jeremy Tyndall trying to put Cho Seung-hun under pressure. He does so, and the Rollers will almost win the possession back. The long pass up the court from Latham is not going to find Jaylen Brown. .5 seconds left of this period, and Korea turn the ball over. Evans will find Jaylen Brown. Brown will take his tally now up to 27. And that will be the end of the third. Rollers are at 58, Korea 41. We'll be back shortly for the final quarter. Final quarter about to commence here in Bangkok. We're at the 2025 IWBF Asia Oceania Wheelchair Basketball Championships men's Division 1 game between Australia and Korea. The Australian Rollers with a commanding lead going into this final period. And, Korea looking for some space, but Latham will snatch the loose ball away. Gives it to Jaylen Brown. Brown spins away. Is looking for Latham in the zone. Latham surrounded by 3 Korean players, and foul will be called against Kim Zhang-yul. Latham to the line. Kim Zhang-yul in possession for Korea now. Yang Dong-gil. Kim Zhang-yul. Shot clock is winding down, and good work there from Kim Zhang-yul. Converts for Korea, so 17-point lead here for the Aussie Rollers. Jalen Brown looking for a pass into O'Neill Thorne, and away come Korea now with the opportunity to narrow that deficit down to 15, and duly done so by Lee Chi-wan. Jalen Brown back to Tom O'Neill Thorne into Latham. Latham with the conversion. Four seconds on the shot clock, and long three-point attempt there from Kim Zhang-yul, and Australia will inbound from midway in their own half. Jalen Brown will give it to O'Neill Thorne, and O'Neill Thorne gives it back to Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown looking for Latham, and Latham converts, and what that assist does is take Jalen Brown into 8 assists for the game, so heading towards a triple-double at the moment. Yang Dong-gil. Three-point effort there from Korea. Rebound collected by Cho Yo-han. And Jalen Brown will come away with it for the Rollers. 47 plays 64. And Jalen Brown will pass it to Latham. Latham takes the score up to 66 for the Rollers. 9 assists for Jalen Brown, 10 rebounds, 27 points. Long pass from O'Neill Thorne towards Bill Latham, but ball goes straight out of bounds. Australia will make the substitution. Onto the court comes their number 6, Stephen Elliott, for some action here. Thank you to all watching here in Bangkok. On the YouTube live stream, a question coming through about why do the men only get the commentary and not the women's. It's purely because there's one commentator here at the moment, and the women's games will definitely get more commentary for the rest of the tournament. Looking to encourage more commentators from around the zone to come and get some action here in these competitions. Yours truly, Jerry Smith, coming out of the Africa zone to come and assist here with the commentary. And IWBF Asia Oceania doing their best to provide the coverage here, thanks to the great work from the Thailand production team. But thank you for the comments, and duly noted. Competition taking place on 2 courts with different time slots, so it also has an impact on how the games are decided. Elliott working hard there to keep on to the possession there for the rollers. Luke Popel will inbound for the rollers. Tom O'Neill Thorne just hesitated a bit, almost lost the possession. Popel though will drive into the paint, and Popel's attempt doesn't land. Away come Korea now with their number 39, Kim Zhang-yul. And foul will be called against the rollers number 10, Yannick Blair, and that'll send Kim Zhang-yul to the line. Elliott will get the shot up, and he grabs his first points of the game. And Elliott wins possession back for the rollers. Making the most of his opportunity on court is Stephen Elliott. Bull Latham will bank it in off the backboard and take the Rollers up to 70 points. Latham up to 19 points for the game. Also moving towards a double-double if he can pick up 2 more rebounds. And a 3-point attempt goes up there by Kim Zhang-yul. Rebound collected by Cho Seong-hun. And good work there from Lee Chi-won. Luke Popel for the Rollers. He'll lob it towards Latham. Latham unable to make that one count. Long pass up to Cho Seong-hun. The referees will stop the play so that the Korean number 25 there, Kim Min-sung, can get himself back up in his chair. Just Knowles. Purple back to Knowles. Knowles shapes up for the 3, but his wheel was over the line. And Popel gets the shot up. Knowles back to O'Neill Thorne, looking for some space, plays it back to Knowles. Knowles. Shot clock at 2. Knowles needs to get the shot up, he gets it up in time. And a rebound's going to be picked up by O'Neill Thorne, and he does convert. Kim Zhang-yul unable to add to Korea's 54 points. Moving towards the final minute and 15 seconds here of this game, and the Rollers are cruising to another victory here in the men's Division 1 pool stage games. Popel finds O'Neill Thorne, and he looks to get himself into the paint. Referees will, referee Veronica Rustica will call the foul on Kim Min-seong. 46 seconds left of the game. Unfortunately, Chi1 goes crashing to the ground, but nothing untoward there from Tristan Knowles. Rollers will inbound through Tristan Knowles. That pass towards O'Neill Thorne didn't reach the Australian number 11. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, but that will be the end of the game. So congratulations go to the Australian Rollers as they pick up the victory here against Korea. The final score here from Bangkok, Australia 72, Korea 56.